What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to Tool. Yes, indeed! Tool fans, feeling you! Come on now! Here we go. This is a request from... Wow, there's a lot of people on this list. Okay, hold on. This may take a while. You might want to get comfortable. Okay, this is a request from Victor, Pixelphobiac, Eloy Ramirez, Lotus Eater, Kevin B. Rad, Tidewell, Nate Dog, Franz Joseph, Jonathan N., Perfect 11, Gurgling Hermits, Ryan Manley, Egg Stew, and Michael Davis. They all wanted to see me react to this song from Tool called Lateralus. Oh boy. I've had some exposure to Tool on the channel, and everything they have done has absolutely blown my mind. So here's the thing. Everybody has warned me about this song. Everybody has told me this song, compared to all the other songs that I've heard from Tool so far, this is like the masterpiece. This is the song that's going to define Tool for centuries to come. Okay, I probably should put on a helmet so it doesn't make a mess, but I don't have a helmet, so I'm just gonna have to clean up the mess when we're done, after I have my mind blown and there's brain matter all over the place. A number of commenters have told me that the vocal rhythmic pattern in the vocals follows the Fibonacci sequence. Now, I don't know how that's possible because number one, the Fibonacci sequence has no defined end. There's no end to it. It is an infinite sequence. So how he can form the vocals, I mean, after like the 12th step, he's going to be, I don't know how many syllables he's going to be putting into a single stanza, but I don't see how this is going to be possible. So maybe it gets to a certain point and then he starts over again, or maybe he goes backwards. I don't know. We'll find out. For those of you that are not familiar with the Fibonacci sequence, it's a pretty, it's been called the perfect numeric sequence. It's been called the absolute definition of perfection when it comes to a numeric sequence. That's open to debate, but a lot of people who are a lot smarter than I am have been quoted as calling it such. So, you know, we'll see. Now, for those of you that don't understand the sequence, I'm gonna try and break it down for you as simply as I can. Okay, you start with 0, you move to 1. 0 plus 1 equals 1, right? That's your new base number, the sum. Okay, I want you to remember that because that's very, very important. 0 plus 1 equals 1. There's your new base number. Move back one previous number, back to 1. Now, 1 plus 1, which is your new base number, right, equals 2. That's now your new base number. So now you have 2. Okay, 2 is your new base number. Go back a number, 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3, right? Okay, now 3 is your new base number. Move back a number. Back to 2. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 is your new base number. Remember that, okay? 5 is your new base number. Go back to the previous number, which was 3. 3 plus 5 equals 8. 8 is your new base number. Remember that. Now you have 8. Go back a number back to 5. 5 plus 8 equals 13. Now, a lot of people are wondering, why is this such a big deal? If you actually follow this pattern, it will form a spiral if you line up the numbers in boxes defined by equal variation. You take them, you put them in a box. Like, so you start with a 1 and 1. With a 1, let's use centimeters, okay? Centimeters, 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter square. Okay? Put those two squares next to each other. Now you move it up to the 2, because now 2. If you go 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter equals 2 centimeters on top of it. Okay? Now, 1 plus 2 equals 3. There's your 3. Another box. The 2 plus the 1 in centimeters equals a 3 centimeter box. Put that right next to it. And you'll keep following that, and it's going to form a spiral. And the spiral is just going to keep going around and around, and it's going to keep getting bigger, not exponentially, but it's going to increase in size even more each time based on the sum of the current base plus the previous number. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me, so hopefully it makes sense to you. But that's the Fibonacci sequence in a nutshell. So how in the world these guys are going to fit the Fibonacci sequence into a vocal rhythmic pattern is beyond me. But look, if any band can do it, this is the band that's going to do it. So if anyone can pull it off, it's Tool. I guess we'll find out. Now, look, clearly I haven't heard the song before. Clearly, okay? I mean, obviously. I would know. I would know if I've heard this before. Now, look, there's always a chance. There's a slim chance I've heard the song and I just don't know it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I go, oh, wait a second, I do recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
Believe me, I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I'm also going to be straight with you. I don't see how I've heard this before. I don't know how I could have possibly heard this before. Anyway, this was originally posted by Tool, and the video has 9.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure. But we're going to do this anyway, because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool, Lateralus, audio. So there's no video, it's just audio. Cool. All right. Whoa. 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Get comfortable, guys. Get comfortable. Like I've always said, I got no problem with long songs as long as they're engaging, as long as they keep me entertained. So we'll see if this keeps me entertained. We'll see. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
That artwork is trippy. So, okay, I'm going to assume that's guitar that's playing. It doesn't, I mean, it's getting down to that low D, like in the bass registers. It may just be drop D, but it sounds a little too thin. It sounds a little too thin up on the upper notes to be bass. It sounds more like guitar. So, you got this guitar player playing a nice I think that's the pattern. It's in 4. Now, underneath it, I hear, like, drums building up, but they're playing a 6 pattern. 1, 2, 3, dun, 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 dun. But if you keep going with that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6/8 pattern. Just cutting out 5 and 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're leaving on 5 and 6. So you're putting the 6 pattern against the 4. If you guys have been following my channel for any amount of time, you probably heard me say this before. I love when musicians do that. I love it when people take the 6 and put it against the 4. Or they take the 4 and put it against the 6. I don't really care, but I love it when bands do that. I love it when musicians do that. So this is already off to a good start because I love that. I absolutely love that. Black, then white R. Black and white R. Holy crap. All I see 3 in my infancy. 5 red and yellow then came to be 8. Oh, they did it. No. Black, then white are all I see. 5 in my infancy. 8 red and yellow then came to be, reaching out to me. Let me see. And then they go backwards. 5, 1, 2, 3. Only Tool could make this work. So they're going up to 8 and then they're bringing it backwards. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now they're going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. I don't want to go any further. I just want to listen to this one part over and over and over again. That is so amazing, so brilliant, so imaginative. My head's already hurting. People warned me about this. People warned me about this song. They said that this is the song that is gonna blow your mind, and it's gonna basically give you a lobotomy, you know, through music. It's gonna leave you brain dead if you try to count. Unfortunately, I can't help it. I'm gonna try not to count, but I want to hear that beginning one more time. I'm sorry. No, I don't care. No, you can play those pig notes all you want. I don't care. I want to hear it again. I want to hear the Fibonacci sequence actually used in a song. Again. Wow. My head's going to explode. went back into the same pattern they had to begin, that the 6 against the 4 feel. What was it he said? I'm not usually one for lyrics, but what did he say? Okay, I got the overthinking, I got the overanalyzing. I can't catch what he's saying afterwards. That describes me perfectly. Overthinking and overanalyzing everything. Yeah, you're not kidding. A lot of people suggested when it comes to this song, don't try to think about it, don't try to count, just listen to it and enjoy it. I wish I could. I wish I could. I'm going to try. I am really going to try to just not count, because I have a feeling if I try to count, this is going to turn into like an hour-long video. I have a feeling that's going to happen. So I'm going to stop trying to count, and I'm going to just try to enjoy the song like everyone's telling me I need to do. So, okay. My brain already hurts. It already hurts. I to be perfectly honest with you, I don't want to think anymore. I really don't. I just want to play the song. Ouch, my head. So it seems like the song is just following a two-section pattern. You literally have a verse and a chorus. That's it. It's just verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Good Lord. It was interesting in the first verse, and I picked up on this. The bassist played one pattern in the beginning, in the first verse. In the second verse, he played the exact same pattern, but he inverted the octaves. So instead of going up to the, he went down instead. That's interesting. I mean, it's the same notes. It's just he flipped it from an octave scale. That's brilliant. I mean, that's a very subtle thing to do. I mean, it's easy to do. It's the same, but it's the same note. It's just on a different octave. But it's very effective, and it made its presence known, and it helped break up the monotony, of what could be a very monotonous song, but it's not. This song is not monotonous at all. I mean, it is. It's following a pattern. And like I said, it's only two things. There's verse, there's chorus. So it is a little monotonous, but I'm getting lost in this. And I don't know why I'm getting lost in it. Well, I do know why, because of its complexity. And it's counting. And I'm not supposed to be counting. So I'm not going to count. But You have no idea how hard it is for me to just sit here and not count. It's borderline painful. But at the same time, if I do try to count this, I'm just going to drive myself insane. So it's probably for the best that I don't count. Because I've already kind of tried to count, and I don't know where to start. I honestly don't know where to start on the counting on this. I'm having a hard time finding one. Except for the beginning of each phrase. I can define one at that, but after that, nope. I'm just bobbing along. Back a little bit, guitar solo. All those drum fills. I just don't. I don't get how he's getting everything to fit. And it fits perfectly. It doesn't sound like it's going to. I'm listening to him fill, and I'm like, that's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. Oh, it fit.
You must be so embarrassed!
Never mind. It fit perfectly.
Now, who can argue with that?
Listen, right here. Listen to this part. Listen to what the drummer, Danny Carey, right? It's Danny Carey. Listen to what he's doing as far as the fill goes and where it sounds like the fill is going to go. It sounds like it's going to go into like a 4, and it doesn't. He's somehow 1 and 2. You're like, okay, it's going to go to 3 and 4. No, it doesn't. It goes to 1 and 2. He gets to 3, and he stops. And somehow it makes sense, and it fits, and I don't understand how. So the hi-hat's doing a 5/8. No. I know I shouldn't be counting. I know. I can't help it. $516? So the hi-hat's doing, I think the hi-hat's doing a 5/16 against the 6/4, against the 6/8 that the bass is playing. Oh, God, my head. Okay, either by pure dumb luck or by some scientific geniality. So the drummer comes out of this. Somehow he made this. He was going in 5/16 on the hi-hat, transitions into a 5/8 against the 6/8 of everybody else. And down the road, they connected. That's... If any band is going to drive me insane, it's going to be this band. This is the band that's going to put me in a nut house.
That's the truth.
I'm going to be institutionalized thanks to this band. Thanks, Tool. Thanks a lot. Oh, my head. What? I give up. Wait. Oh, God, my head. Wait, no. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go right back to the 6/8 against the 4 again. But now they're putting more emphasis on the 4. While the before it was the other way around. The 4 was there, but they were putting more emphasis on the 6. This time they have the 6/4, but they're putting more emphasis on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, God, they're doing the exact same thing. They just flipped it, and it sounds brilliant. And it sounds, even though it's like the same thing, it sounds totally different than what they did before because of the accenting. They're putting the accents on the 2 and 4 of that 4 feel as opposed to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 6/8 feel. Oh, good. If blood just starts suddenly shooting out of my eye, or out of my nose, I'm just having an aneurysm. Don't mind me. I'm at my breaking point. Octave slides.
With my feet up on the ground, I lose myself between the sounds and open wide to suck it in. I feel it move across my skin. I'm reaching up and reaching out. I'm reaching for the random more. Whatever will be.
So he's saying spiral out or spiral round. I can't tell what he's saying exactly. I'm hearing the spiral clearly. He's either saying spiral out or spiral round. Now, knowing the Fibonacci sequence, it's spiral. I just talked about this at the beginning of the video. Oh my God. The Fibonacci sequence can form a spiral when it's constructed correctly. It spirals. I'll bet you he's saying spiral out. I just blew my own mind. Oh God. So I'm assuming he's saying spiral out. Keep going. Well, that's obvious because the Fibonacci sequence, it does keep going. It never ends. And it continually spirals out farther and farther. Drums laid out. No. They did not just do that. They played the 6. They started the ending in 6 with those hits. Bow. And then again, pow. And then they switched to a 4 feel right in the middle of it. I give up. I'm tapping out. Oh, my head. Oh, God. I'll see you over there in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with Lateralus. This was a request from Victor, Pixelphobiac, Eloy Ramirez, Lotus Eater, Kevin B. Rad, Tidewell, Nate Dog, Franz Joseph, Jonathan N. That's a lot of people. Perfect 11, Gurgling Hermits, Ryan Manley, Egg Stew, and Michael Davis. I'm still recovering. I don't know about my analysis on this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do one. My head hurts, and I really don't want to think anymore. I'm pretty much just going to give a score, and I'm going to leave it at that. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
I'm having a hard time with this one. I'm having a real hard time score. I know the score I want to give it. But the problem is, and there is a problem. All right, I'm going to give the score, and I'm going to explain why I gave the score, and that's as far as I'm going to go. I'm going to give that a score of, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 9.4. Yep, 9.4. I feel good with that score. Actually, no, I don't.
And I'm highly critical.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. after much deliberation, after much, for the little brain power I have left, I did think about this. I didn't have a lot of brain power to work with. My mind is shot right now. I'm gonna have to take a break after this. I've never really taken a long break in between filmings, but I'm gonna have to take a break after this. I need to, so I need to clear my head. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 9.6. Yep, 9.6. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I wanted to give this a higher score. I did. I almost did give this like a 9.7 or a 9.8, but I ended up going with the 9.6. I'm going to explain why. This song was brilliant. Across the board, brilliant. I mean, there was nothing about this song that was not well thought out. There was nothing about this song that clearly they did not put a lot of thought and effort into. I mean, for crying out loud, they took the Fibonacci sequence and they were able to apply it to the song. Granted, it was only the rhythmic pattern of the vocals, but they still worked it in there, and I've never heard a band ever do that before. That was brilliant in itself. The song itself, like I said, brilliantly written, brilliantly executed, flawless drumming from Danny Carey. The drum patterns and the fills and everything else he did, flawless. I mean, it was absolutely mind-blowing. Everything about this was mind-blowing. The guitar, even the vocal. I think the vocals might have been the most simplistic part of the entire song. And even it followed the Fibonacci sequence, which was fantastic. And he would work parts of the Fibonacci sequence into... Now, he wouldn't always start at 0. I mean, obviously, he can't start at 0. But he wouldn't always start at 1. Sometimes he would start at 13 and work his way backwards. You know, but he would always use numbers within the Fibonacci sequence and in order that would fit the song and the context of the song. That is just, and alone, is brilliant. And here's the problem with that. Here's why the score got lowered. Victims of their own brilliance. It was so brilliant. It was so over the top. It lost me. And it lost me in several places. Now, I found my way back. And by losing me, what I mean by that is it got a little too out there. It got a little too complex. And to some degree, you have to have a degree in physics or at least in trigonometry, to understand this song. I'm not knocking it. I like the song. Trust me, I love this song. This song I am going to listen to again and again and again and again and again. I love this song. I am going to listen to it many, many times over the course of my life. I can only listen to it once. This is not a song I can go back and listen to twice in a row. If I do that, it's very possible I might end up having a stroke. So I can't do that. It's a victim of its own success, if that makes sense. I know a lot of Tool fans are gonna slam me for that, but you know what? I'm being honest here, okay? I loved the song. Don't get me wrong. If I didn't like the song, it would not be getting a 9.6. I guarantee you that. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I did love the complexity, okay? But it was a little too much. A little too much. If they had for lack of a better word, if they had dumbed it down a little bit, I think I would have probably given it the 9.7 or maybe even a 9.8, but I'm glad they didn't. Okay, a song like this, and this is where I'm going to sound like I'm contradicting myself, but hear me out. A song like this shouldn't be dumbed down. Look, if you're going to go full-blown Fibonacci sequence into a song, if you're going to come up with these 5/16 hi-hat pattern that bleeds into a 5/8 pattern, full-blown drum pattern, against a 6/8 in the bridge, and have it meet at the middle of the road, and then come together seamlessly, transitioning from 5/8 to a 6/8 drum pattern without any type of a breakup or any type of a suddenness or anything like that. It just melded and meshed. That alone should say it all. You know, I mean, don't change a thing. Yeah, it's going to be overcomplicated, but I think it's meant to be overcomplicated. I think it's meant to make people lose their ever-loving minds. So, mission accomplished, Tool. Mission accomplished. No, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. If they had changed it, it might have gotten, if they had dumbed it down a little bit, it might have gotten a better score for me, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they left it the way they did, because this entire song, and get ready to bleep me, get ready to put in the dolphin noise, this entire song was a mind f. It was absolutely a gigantic 9-minute long, almost 10-minute long mind f, and I loved it. As painful as it was, as much as my head hurts right now, as much as I don't want to go back and listen to it again, I feel compelled to. Like, I need to go listen to this again, and I will, just not today. My mind needs a break. So, that's why it's getting the 9.6. Now, if I'm not mistaken, 9.6 to date is the highest score I've ever given anything. So, Tool fans, take the win, okay? Seriously, take the win. This is the highest score I've given anything so far as I can remember. So, 9.6, final score, I've spoken. My head hurts. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.